Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I am simulcasting with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music, on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. I do all my own music except one song written for me. Most of my music's modern American folk, but I also do some vocal looping and some bluesy songs as noted here. I come on most weekdays between 5:15 and 6:15 p.m., somewhere in there, except when I'm very, very bad. 5:30 and 6:15, but here I'm not even getting on until 6:07 p.m. Pacific time. I'm really bummed about that. Probably could use I'm so done, but I'm going to try to keep it in. I'm going to try to restrain myself from doing that song again. What I had in mind was how I want to be. The sun on the sea, I could definitely use a virtual trip to the ocean. Maybe when in doubt, wait. Maybe persist. I'm also open, as always, to especially very needed requests. People who have strong needs, I'm especially open to. Like, oh no, I'm very sad today. I need something like soothing or something. So feel free to let me know that. And also be aware that I cannot see you unless you comment. That's the only way I can see anybody on any particular platform is if you comment. So you can, if you want to shout out, say hello, and I will shout out back to you. All right, gosh, I really want to do I'm so done. I really do. But maybe I'll do when in doubt, wait. I'll get that out with when in doubt, wait. How about that? When in doubt, wait is advice I could definitely use right now because the reason I'm getting on so late is that I just wanted to finish something and I just kept working on it. And in hindsight, I wish I had stopped. When in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. This is a little bit advice that I usually am giving in a different context, but it'll work. It'll work in a pinch. It's based on advice my dad gave me, which has served me very well in life. Wrong. Totally wrong rhythm and missing the capo. Take two. Said, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. Your choice will be great. I found getting in was easier than getting out. I said, when in doubt, please don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. Your choice will be great. And when I take time to calm my reptilian brain, I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. Your choice will be great. Hi, Trevor. doubt. Don't, when in doubt, wait. Take your time. The choice will be great. Yeah, I say when in doubt, please don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. Choice will be great. Take your time. Choice will be great. The Blue Lady. Thanks, Trevor. How are you doing? I'm totally burnt out, and I have to say it's sort of my own doing a little bit. I just kept working on something that I didn't say when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, stop. Stop, stop, stop. I got on really late today because of that. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. I have been better, just a little agitated. I'm also kind of tired also, Trevor, now that I'm venting. I'm kind of tired of, well, let me tell you. I'm tired of COVID swings. I'm tired of COVID swings. Like, we kind of had a heavy conversation in our family. Yes, I thought so, but I wasn't entirely remembering. I know there's a lag, by the way. The how are you was probably came before I started telling you how I am. And the Auburn's emote came anyway. So, but we had this kind of intent, not a conflictual discussion, but just like a kind of an emotional discussion, realizing, wow, the cases are really getting down a lot lower. They're only substantial in our county as opposed to the highest possible level. Oh, good. But recently I track every day, almost every day, the county cases per 1,000 and like what level they are, and they've been going down, down, down. But I also check the effluent numbers. These are the COVID numbers in our local sewer. And those I have found are leading indicators. So if those numbers are starting to go up, watch out. Every other bad number will follow. And so today, guess what? They started going up. And we had just had this emotional discussion about like, wow, they really are chilling out. Maybe we could start to think about doing some more things that have been sort of off limits for our family. And it's so hard. I think I could cope with just about anything if I had some predictability. I knew, but I'm really struggling with getting sort of my mind wrapped around, okay, things are going to be this way, or okay, things are going to be that way when they change so wildly. I mean, I don't know if you remember pre-Omicron, it was like nothing was going on. And then all of a sudden, within 2 weeks, it was like the most cases we ever had. My husband recently saw a news piece clarifying that, with an epidemiologist clarifying that. Variants can vary wildly. There's no rhyme or reason. They're not going to necessarily continue to be like less and less virulent. Like they can actually get worse and worse, or worse and better and worse and better. So, and Africa's only like 20% vaccinated, so it is ripe for a new variant. Yeah, but with the caveats that I added on, it's check your local sewer. And I'm not surprised our numbers are starting to go up again, because with the masks being off, so I would argue a little prematurely, it's obvious like that would, that could happen. But I do agree. I mean, I'm no expert, so I'm trusting that like they feel like the overall vaccination rates make it so that it's not, it's not likely to. But I think honestly they're looking more at hospital bed levels and like, can we sustain an uptick again? And I don't like that, because I also don't want to get long COVID. So I feel like just looking at hospital levels is like, yeah, looking at acute distress we could undergo, but not sort of looking at long-term disability issues that could plague us down the line, and individually, of course. COVIDiots. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that word. Can you believe it? I haven't heard that word, Trevor. I don't think I have. I don't remember hearing that word. I'm trying not to be judgmental. I'm actually in a, but it is funny. It's hard not to laugh at that. But I am having an ongoing kind of very loving, empathic conversation by email with somebody who's sort of on the opposite end of the spectrum with me on this, and I've been trying my best to understand, and I'm hoping they will also try to understand my perspectives. I don't know how it's going to go, but we shall see. Anyway, let's have a song, shall we? Saw a thing from our local ABC station said a new study shows that a third of people that were tested positive for COVID have had lingering symptoms. Yes. Oh my God. 6 to 12 months. Oh, Trevor. A third? Oh no. Okay. I need to see that study, because that's sort of the worst of what I had heard. That's like the worst, sort of the more extreme end of what I think studies had shown before. Oh God, Trevor. Say it isn't so. No, I had heard that originally I had heard studies had shown anywhere between 2 and 34% of people have long COVID. Okay, oh great, Trevor, thank you. I'd like to see, and I'd like to get my hands on that study. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like, I understand we need to get on with our lives and so on, but it's like, what I don't get is masks are so easy. They're so easy. I mean, sure, they're not great, whatever, but they're so easy to wear a mask when you're like out at the grocery store or whatever. And I just to prevent us from spreading long COVID around, and just to prevent like an uptick, like why not? Why not just keep wearing them? And to be fair, a lot of people when I go out, a lot of people are wearing them voluntarily. And I don't think those are the unvaccinated. The unvaccinated in our state are still required to wear masks, but I think it's the vaccinated that are wearing them. I know I am. I'm wearing them, and I'm fully vaccinated. So yeah, and it's like, as an individual person, I don't want to get long COVID. Thank you very much. And as a society, I shudder to think of the long-term serious disability burden we will all be weighed down with. And so I really kind of wish we could look more and consider more the long-term, less acute, but still very debilitating consequences of having COVID spread. Just saying. So yeah, I'm just, yeah, anyway, that's my COVID rant for the moment. Let's do How I Want to Be. This kind of also, thank you, Trevor. Thank you. This is a song about trying to understand people. Speaking of COVIDiots, quote unquote, scare quotes. Where would that be? Trying to understand people, trying to empathize with people, even the murderer, you know? That's what nonviolent communication wants to help us be able to do. It is easier said than done, but I need practice at that right now, because I was getting a little unhappy with somebody's actions today, and I need to find some more empathy. So this song, here we go. Let's see. too deep. Boom. Sip of water. All right. I need a trip to the ocean. Are you with me? I'm going to the ocean, the sun on the sea, and I'm going to take all listeners interested along with me. A beautiful place. Thanks, Trevor. Thank you. It's interesting. I can see comments on one place. I guess it makes sense, actually. It makes sense. It takes longer for your comments to get through all the things they need to do to show up in the merge chat area for everybody else. All right. Let's do it. The sun on the sea. The sun on the sea for you and me. All right. The Sun on the Sea is a song about the Northern California coast. It's a beautiful, beautiful place that I love so much. But I'm having trouble finding the song. Is this it? It is. All right. I need to move something out of the way so I can see the chat better. You should be able to see the chat instantly on Restream, but it takes a few seconds to go back through the stream again. Yes, right. Right. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. You're such an expert, Trevor. Oh my God. Oh, we have ocean waves. Excellent. Thanks for keeping me company, Trevor. So nice to have you. All right, let's untangle the hair and wrap this around so it doesn't interfere with the guitar. I have hair management that I have to consider. What is that? It's a person behind. Wait a minute. Oh, it's just a smile face. Oh my God, that's hysterical. So let me tell you why I was so perplexed. Because I had my cursor happened to be positioned right where the face came. So it looked like a happy face behind a dumbbell. I was like, what is that? Okay. All right. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna trim my fret fingers, just a momento. So what's new with you, Trevor? Anything new? Like what's your life like? What you been doing? Where are you working right now and stuff, if you feel like sharing? You might be listening to multiple broadcasts, in which case don't worry about it, but I'm curious. Are you in school? Like what's your deal? What's your deal lately? So random, isn't it? And I wish I could show you. This cursor's huge. I have an extra large cursor and an extra large arrow. Hey, nice. Wow, like the sink itself or the plumbing, like that's quite a skill. We desperately need somebody to help fix our faucets. We need new faucets. But needless to say, we've been putting that off. The drain, oh, that's important. My husband owns a little mini snake. You know, they call it a snake in casual parlance because it goes down. You can like shove it down the drain and it'll clear out all my globs of hair that end up there. Oh, no. Oh, that's smart. Mine is white. But the cursor actually, no, the cursor is see-through. So that's why I could see the face through it. Oh God. Oh God, that sounds horrible. All right, let's go to the ocean, Trevor. It's so beautiful. Have you been out to California? I can't remember. If so, you've got to go to the north. If you have, I wonder if you've been to the Northern California coast. I close my eyes and breathe in the salty air delights me. A gas car sights made a sound like a rain stick. I open my eyes to see a billion pebbles glittering as they pour toward the sea, toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Along the shore I slowly walk, feeling each grain of sand, but my eyes are drawn back toward the sea, and all the beams reflecting. I turn and stare, mesmerized, as if in a trance, overcome by the beauty. I burst forth in dance with the sun on the sea, with the sea and the sun on the sea, dancing with me. Waves spreading over the sand, rolls and rolls of white silk, encrusted with pearly beads, tiny bubbles glistening. A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to meet me. I stumble back laughing, it licks toes to greet me. The sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, playing with me. Soon I reach the tide pools, teeming with life, green anemone shimmering, starfish clustering. Slow but sure I scale the rock, bare feet, bare hands, mindful each step to the top, to behold the ocean grand, and the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, dazzling me. Out at sea the rock jets, the wave hits the foam, flies, a waterfall of diamonds pours down, a seal swims by without a sound. Soon the sun will go down, a loved one will come around to coax me away from the sparkling sea, while I look back longingly, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me to dance with me, to play with me, I want to be there. Oh God, I'm realizing we don't usually go anywhere like that between, it varies, but like this year, I think we stopped going places in, God, was it September? Was that the last time? And so it ends up being many, many, many months, and we're just like more and more chomping at the bit by the time spring comes. We're going somewhere April 15th-ish. So we'll see. I don't know exactly where yet, but oh man, by the time we get to the ocean again, I'm realizing singing this song, I'm like, ah. So let me look back at your comments. Yes, you did. I remember you went to, in January 2020, that does sound familiar. You saw the ocean from the Santa Monica Pier, and you've also seen the Atlantic Ocean when you were in Philadelphia. Isn't that interesting how, it's to me, I've always, gosh, I did go to the ocean one day when I lived in New York City. Well, that's not true. I also saw the ocean when I drove up the coast when I was living in DC and Boston. I guess I've seen the ocean on the East Coast a number of times, but what I'm used to is the sun setting on the ocean. And so when I talk about the sun on the sea, that's my favorite time, is not sunset, but like when it's in the kind of the bottom quadrant of the sky, and it just makes so much, it makes so much shimmery. It's overwhelmingly shimmery, and that's what I just love. Like, oh my gosh, I mean, like my mood looking at the sun on the sea is 50,000 times better, incalculably better than when I'm there and it's overcast or whatever. It's just not that time of day. So, but yeah, I'm realizing on the East Coast, it's sunrise, and who's up early enough at the coast to see the sunrise? And honestly, we're not usually there late enough at the beach, because in summer that's like 9 or something like that. But like I said, it doesn't have to be sunsetting. In fact, the best time is like maybe between like 3:30 and 6:30 or something. And that's why soon the sun will go down. A loved one will come around to coax me away from the sparkly sea, while I look back longingly from the sparkling sea. That's right. That's it. I mean, seriously, every time it's like, hey, hon, could we get going? I'm like, but look at the shinies. And like, I'll have like a hood on, a scarf on, a hat on. So I'm only looking like through here because it's so blinding. And I'm like going to get completely burnt in like within the last half hour I'm there, just from all the beams bouncing off the ocean. You'll have to keep an eye out on my pictures if you haven't seen them already over the years, because I do tend to take a lot of pictures and videos of the shinies, the sparklies. My husband has a picture of me on his phone, like on this home screen, where I'm just like, I'm standing in front of the ocean with my like, he's behind me, and the shiny sea is in front of me, and it's really sweet. He took that because he's seen me do that so many times. Anyway, let's do one more song. I cannot believe it is 6:40. Uh-oh. Oh no. You know what? I think we're going to end it there. I feel bad because my husband's cooking alone in the kitchen, probably right by now. That's okay. That's all right. Thanks for being with me, Trevor. I'm going to post my little blurb one more time, so hold up on any comment because I don't want it to get wiped off the board. So this is me, what I do. If you're new and you're watching the live or replay, please do consider following, sharing the broadcast, joining me live when you can. I'm usually on a lot earlier. 5:30 to 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. Most weekdays, I do all my own music except one song written for me. Most of it's modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but also some bluesy and vocal looping songs. And I'm simulcasting on all these platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Same username everywhere: Tiffany TLC Music. All one word. Thanks for being with me, Trevor, and others live and replay. You're the best. TLC to you from me. Hope you have a great rest of your evening and day. And until next time, see if I've got the off switch right. Okay. Here we go. All right. Bye, everyone.